ചില introductions தேவையா இருக்கலாம். Mr. P. Murari, Mr. Sharath Kumar, Kamal Hassan. Okay. So we have just hopefully successfully concluded the Southern conclave of FICCI frames. I think with your permission, sir, I'd like to call it FICCI frames November, FICCI frames March. That's all. I think the Southern conclave makes it look like it's a competitive conclave. It's FICCI frames November issue and March function. That's all. Leena ji, thank you. So I'll ask Murari Saab to say a few words, Sharath Saab, and then it's left to you for questions.
This is I must say that this is an initiative taken completely in consultation with Dr. Kamal Hassan, supported by Mr. Sharath Kumar. The idea was that we should have in rotation the FICCI frames, which was being held for the last 10 years in Mumbai, and therefore it should go around, and therefore we should think in terms of also moving it to the southern region and have it in the southern states also, apart from Mumbai. And therefore, as Mr. Dr. Kamal Hassan has very rightly put up, we usually have the FICCI frames conference in Mumbai in March, and we said we should have one during just before summer and one just before winter, and therefore we said we'll have this in the south also, and therefore this is the genesis of the FICCI frames southern region in November, and this will be taken in rotation in all the southern states also, apart from Mumbai. And that is where the core committee was formed under the auspices and the direction of Dr. Kamal Hassan and Mr. Sharath Kumar, with a core committee, and we had this 2 days marvelous conclave, which has resulted in some very, very far-reaching, very critical recommendations, which will be sent through FICCI to the various wings of both the Government of India and the state governments, on which Dr. Kamal Hassan will expatiate at length.
FICCI will give you that. Leena ji, you can ask Leena ji for
the recommendations
list, because we are only part of the core committee, and there are many more people, many more actors like us, actor brothers, Mr. Rajinikanth, Mammootty Saab, Mohanlal. They're all there. I'm leaving out certain names, but it will be there. Our advisors or experienced doyens like Mr. A.V.M. Saravanan and Mr. K. Balachandra, they are all on the advisory board for the core committee. And now over to Mr. Sharath Kumar.
Good evening. I have nothing much to say. I think I'll leave it to Dr. Kamal Hassan, who has led the entire team, and having taken the opportunity and also having a word with FICCI and to bring FICCI to the south. And here we are, and I think we have done fairly a good job over here, and this will continue. And we have come up with a lot of suggestions and a lot of interaction that has taken place in the past 2 days of the conclave. And I leave it to Dr. Kamal Hassan to conclude and also tell you what is the effect and what is the effective discussion that have gone on in FICCI to take our industry a step further than what it is right now. And I think Dr. Kamal Hassan will take you through what has happened for the past 2 days and take you through what is going to happen in the southern diaspora and how interaction, and to avoid all the north-south divide that seems to exist, which doesn't seem really there. And that has been achieved in this 2 days conclave. And over to Dr. Kamal Hassan to give you the brief of what has happened and exactly what is the purpose of this 2 days conclave, what will be the purpose in future for FICCI. Thank you.
Murari Saab gave us an encomium we will remember for the rest of the year till the next year. FICCI said that nowhere in his experience has he seen a core committee come up with a summary even before the conference is over, recommending and a list of things. That's what we did while you were here setting up the press conference. And this summary has some recommendations as deliberated, discussed while you were listening to the conference, we quickly sat down and gave them a list of wish list of what we'd like. Some of them a very solid thing. I'll just give you the headings. I'll not go into this thing. We are asking the government to create an archives for existing content, because it will be destroyed totally, the old films and the future films, because we are going into a digital arena, and all the analogous films should be first preserved. So we are going to create a body within the industry. It's not a government body we are asking for. This archives will be a non-profit organization initiated by the industry, and the members will also be from the industry. But we will have to seek the help of the state government, like we did for FICCI frames, which would not have been possible without the help of the Tamil Nadu government, which means Dr. Kalaignar Karunanidhi, who understood at once when we told. There were a lot of skeptics who did not believe why at all this should happen, and did not believe that this could pull off more than what they were pulling off already. But we had to convince them, but it didn't take any kind of, it just gave him a sheet of paper. He looked at it for 5 minutes and he said this is very important, and he gave it to his you sent it through the necessary offices, finance secretary, and became our major patron and sponsor for this. He gave us 50 lakhs straight away, and it was all done overnight, I should say. We asked him, and within 2-3 days it was done. We are very grateful to the Tamil Nadu government, and we are fortunate that film savvy Chief Minister was sitting there, and it was very easy to make him understand, not even understand, just lend a hand when we asked for it. Okay, coming back to our recommendation, one is the archival system. Another is we are going to request the government to run a registry of properties and content created by the industry. And this registry, it's like a land registry kind of a thing, to make you understand.